Let's face it, on a daily basis, someone will do something that you don't like. Here's your moment of truth. Whether it's cutting you off in traffic, not responding to an email within your time frame, or not following a specific process, it will happen. And when it does, what's your first thought? I know, it depends. I hate that answer, although it may be true. Let's talk about the situation when someone cuts you off in traffic. What do? How do you react? Do you shake your fist? Do you yell at the person? Does that middle finger start to come out? Or do you find yourself saying, what the heck, learn how to drive? Now you probably know where I'm going with this, but let's flip the scenario. Have you ever cut someone off in traffic? Did you do it on purpose? Probably not. Now, do you think that person cut you off on purpose? And there it is, the moment of truth. That moment when something goes wrong and we choose how to respond to it. There are things that happen to us unintentionally or by accident, and we make a choice to decide on how we see them. Are we trying to find a negative light to shine on the situation, or are we trying to see it from the other person's perspective? If we assign meaning to the situation, it's an assumption. Think about a simple work-related issue. You've implemented a new process and gotten everyone on board, and you've started this new process, and there is one person who is not following it. And your immediate response is, they're just being lazy, or he has an attitude problem. And you automatically assign meaning to the situation without actually talking to someone. At this point, you've assumed why he's not following it. You've assumed that this employee doesn't care. He doesn't care about the company or the new process. You're assigning so much meaning to the situation without actually figuring out what is going on or why this employee isn't following this process. Would it be just as easy as you're making all these assumptions to go have a conversation with that employee and figure out if there is something he's struggling with, or if there's a reason why he's not following this process? Think of all the energy you just wasted in assuming the cause of this behavior. Think about the time you spent resenting this person or treating them different because of your assumption. And once again, remember, an assumption is an opinion, not a fact. And all along, this person could just have needed a little clarification with something, but we're making something huge and assuming things when it could just be something so simple and clear if all people did was communicate. So the next time you find yourself in a moment of truth, whether it's sitting in traffic or in your office, you have choices. Are you automatically going to make an assumption about that person, or are you going to flip it around and try to understand it from their perspective? Looking at a situation from the other person's perspective, or better yet, understanding that perspective, goes a long way in building trust. And that's what we're looking for, trust. Strong relationships are key for a successful company. So what are you going to do?